Yesterday was not a good day. Today, we're going to be talking about something that I'm not completely comfortable with, but I want to talk about it. We're going to talk about depression and my experiences and feelings about it. When it comes to the idea of depression, growing up, I never considered that I ever have it. I always associated mental health issues with people who were crazy, because that's what society told me most of the time, that people were sick and never happened to normal people, which is a pretty messed up way to think about it. Well, now that I'm older, ever since I went to like a therapist and stuff, with her help, I did identify that I do have depression. It's not bad enough to the point where it interferes with my life, and it's pretty sporadic, but it still gets in the way occasionally. Like yesterday, it's always kind of unexpected, because whenever I kind of fall into the depressed state, it's never cause of anything. There are certainly factors that add into it. The fact that a lot of my friends are busy, can't really hang out, still kind of stuck at home, which is kind of annoying and a little oppressive, but otherwise doing fine. I'm in an okay place. I just got a job. I should be happy about that, because it'll give me the means to go to a new place, to a new phase of my life. I did get the job. I care ambulance, by the way, so I am gonna start working soon, which is great. But I just fell into it. I just felt so sad, and I kept questioning why. Why is this happening? Why am I sad? There's no reason to be sad, but that's just how it is. That's how depression is, at least for me personally. Your brain just sort of like trips up, releases the wrong chemicals, and you're just so depressed. Yesterday, I couldn't really sleep much. I sort of had to go out and take some time. When I do get depressed, usually what I do is I go out to a coffee shop or somewhere quiet by myself, and I bring a notebook or something, and I draw or write lyrics or whatever's just on my mind, and it's really helpful. It's very therapeutic. But I think the most helpful thing for me is to be with someone, to talk about it, which is what I did today, which really helped turn it around. But it's not fun. After I went to the coffee shop yesterday, I sort of just walked around my neighborhood feeling really just crappy. I just sort of kept beating myself up more and more, deeper into this hole. My brain was just so intent on like making me feel bad, and a part of me wanted to feel that way too. Like, I was angry that I was falling into another depressive episode, but a part of me also felt like it was about time, because I've sort of had these pretty often. I'd say once every 1 or 2 months, I just have like a good 3 or 4 days where I just get really just terribly depressed, and I isolate myself, and it's not healthy. And me and my psychologist, we talked about how I really had to work on not isolating myself, which is what I tried to do today. I hung out with my friend, and I'm probably going to go hang out with a couple of my friends later after this video. It's been a long journey though. I remember even when I was like 12, I used to really get into these depressive moments, and I remember talking to my cousin who was 14 at the time, and for some reason I told him like, well, what's the point of life? Why are we here? Why are we living? Don't you ever feel that way? And he was just sort of like, whoa, you're way too young for that. Being queer and being a person of color does increase the load of depression, but it doesn't cause it, you know? I think I've always sort of had it. It's just kind of built into me. That's how I was made. The fact that I didn't think that I would ever be this way, ever have a mental health issue, just kind of shows the social stigma associated with it. But it's pretty common, and we have to understand that it's normal, and it should be treated just like any other biological disease, that we need help, and we shouldn't stigmatize it. It should be something that's open and shared, right? Instead of being passed off or pushed away. But yeah, I've just been dealing with that. I'm feeling better already, because these cycles just kind of vary on how long they take. I'm pretty sure this one's going to be a typical 3-day thing too, but I'm already recovering. So if any of you out there are kind of in that right now too, remember, I kept telling myself this yesterday: every day and every way I am getting better and better. It's from Radiohead album OK Computer. It's just kind of in the booklet, but I really like that line because it talks about the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess, and how with mental health you're not magically cured, right? It's not just like something where one day it's just poof, it's gone. It's something that's a part of you. It's part of me, and I can't deny that anymore. Just like the other things that I've grappled with in my life, it's gonna be tough, and it's something that's gonna be constantly worked on, like a shadow that I have to acknowledge. But I'm working on it, and I'm getting better at dealing with it. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that, give you all an update on what's sort of going on. But I'm looking forward to the future. My friend talked to me about how like I can make friends, and I will. And when I move to a new place, it'll be good because I'll be able to. He said everyone's scattered to the four winds, and it's time for me to scatter as well. And I definitely agree. So it'll be okay. Remember, but I just also want to say, if you are having a problem, if you're having a bad episode, or you haven't really talked to anyone about these feelings, don't be afraid to reach out. That was the hardest thing for me, reaching out and being okay with sort of sharing the burden. Some people won't understand, but the ones who do will obviously help them in return if they're having those same problems. Yeah, that's the video today. I'll see you all next week. Hopefully with something a little brighter when I'm out of this dip. I hope you're all doing well, having fun, being okay, reaching your goals, keeping your friends close. I'll talk to you all next week. See ya.